All right, so today I've got something a little bit different. I've got this Vindicator that I put together, and I magnetized it in a way that I wasn't able to find anybody else doing online. I searched and I searched because I wanted to find out if somebody else had done this so I didn't have to reinvent the wheel. But basically, you know, the Vindicator kit is just a rhino plus, you know, the demolisher cannon, the blast shield, and this top plate, and this guy here. And so I thought, you know, what if I could magnetize it so that, you know, in games where I didn't want to run, you know, a 185 point Vindicator or whatever it costs, I could run it as a rhino. So I figured it out, and basically what it is, I've magnetized this. So I've got a magnet here, so it's not focusing very well, and then the second one here. On this side, I've only got the one. It's in the same place here anyway. And then I've magnetized that to this, which is glued on. So even when it's when I'm running it as a rhino, there's still these little magnet points here. But that's fine. I don't mind that so much. Anyway, you can pop that on and off. The reason it's got the two magnets on here is so that it's not all floppy. You know, and it doesn't just flop around all over. It's a little bit loose, but it's no problem. Anyway, that pops off, and then this front part actually popped off as well, and it's got some magnets here and here, and you can kind of see I've painted over here and here, and then this top plate pops off, and I've got some magnets here, 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 here for the door here, and then I had to put it under here. And the kind of clever, or maybe stupid thing is I can actually keep all the stuff to make it into a rhino just inside the kind of cargo area. So here's how it works. This front rhino plate actually just fits in with friction. Kind of pops in like so, and then this guy has a magnet here. It just sets up like that. And then this rocket launcher right here, that just snaps on. The reason I had to put the magnet underneath is because there's just not enough clearance so that it could, you know, sit properly. Magnets here. I haven't bothered to paint the underside, but it just pops on like that. Instant rhino, right? And then I had to glue this winch thing on top of the plate rather than it's supposed to go right here, but I thought it would be cleaner that way for disassembly, and then I wouldn't have one other piece potentially to go missing. But it actually wasn't that hard to do, and it meshes up really nicely. And what I did actually to align the magnets is I drilled the holes with I think an 1/8 inch drill bit, just really shallow. Set the magnets in on the one side, made sure I had consistent polarity, and then I put a little drop of paint on the magnets, and then like carefully drop this down exactly where I want it to be, and then pulled it off. And then underneath you'll see, you know, where where you painted the magnets, there'll be a corresponding spot. And then it's just a matter of taking a pin or a hobby knife and kind of going straight into the middle as much as you can and marking it, and then using that as a guide to guide your drill bit from then on. But yeah, there we go. It's pretty simple. I really think you could do this with you know, pretty much any kind of rhino chassis. I don't think it would be that big of a challenge. You know, I think the Vindicator is probably the high water mark of how hard it could possibly get. So if you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to answer whatever questions you've got. thanks for watching all the way to the end, and I'll hope to see you on the next video. Thanks.